The atmosphere inside the arena was electric as the lights dimmed and the spotlight focused on the Octagon, the championship on the line, the champion Ronda Rousey standing on one side, calm and unshaken, the challenger Miesha Tate on the other, determined and fearless. The tension built to a breaking point as the bell rang, and instantly, both fighters charged to the center, trading sharp punches in the opening seconds. It was clear from the start that Miesha wanted to stay on the outside to avoid Ronda's dangerous clinch game, but Rousey, with her precise timing and relentless aggression, closed the distance with authority. Within moments, she caught Miesha off balance, executed a flawless judo toss, and took her to the canvas, landing in dominant position. The crowd roared as Ronda immediately began to work from top control, pressing down with her weight, landing short, punishing elbows, and forcing Miesha to defend. Ronda's control was suffocating, her balance exceptional, and her ability to transition between positions seamless. Every move was calculated, a knee to the body, a punch to the head, a shift in posture, all while searching for the arm, the submission that made her a legend. Miesha tried to use her guard to control the wrists and find space, but Ronda's experience in judo and her improved striking made her nearly impossible to contain. She kept advancing, mixing in heavy body shots and precise elbows that chipped away at Miesha's defense. For the first time in Ronda's career, her opponent refused to go away. Miesha showed immense heart, pushing off the canvas, scrambling to her feet, and even landing a few clean right hands when given the opportunity. The crowd erupted as Tate smiled through the blood and exhaustion, determined to make it a war. Ronda, however, remained unbothered, showing patience far beyond her years as a champion. She stalked forward behind front kicks, throwing strong left hands, forcing Miesha to stay on the defensive. Every clinch exchange was a battle of strength and will, but Ronda's control was superior. She used underhooks perfectly, transitioned from the cage to the mat effortlessly, and once again took Miesha down with technical brilliance. On the ground, Ronda's work was methodical. Elbows slicing through the guard, hips adjusting for submissions, and relentless pressure that never allowed Miesha a second to breathe. Still, Tate's toughness stood out. She escaped several deep submission attempts, including a near armbar, and even managed to reverse position once, momentarily finding herself on top. But the champion's composure never wavered. She shifted her hips, swept Tate, and regained dominance with ease. As the second round unfolded, the intensity grew even higher. Ronda came forward with sharper hands, mixing in front kicks to the body and leg strikes that forced Miesha backward. Tate's counters were brave, but not enough to slow Ronda's momentum. Once again, Ronda closed the distance, clinched up, and executed another beautiful throw that left the audience in awe. On the mat, she immediately began isolating Miesha's arms, transitioning between arm bars and triangles, landing punches in between to open up space. Miesha's face showed the damage, her breathing heavy, yet her spirit unbroken. She survived another round, something no one else had done against Ronda Rousey. The arena buzzed with disbelief and admiration as Miesha made it to her corner smiling, knowing she had already achieved something historic. When the third round began, the crowd could sense the end approaching. Ronda looked fresh, focused, and completely in control. She pressed forward once more, cutting off Miesha's movement, backing her up against the cage, and unleashing another perfect judo throw that sent Tate crashing to the mat. This time, Ronda wasted no motion. She transitioned instantly, trapping Miesha's left arm, adjusting her hips, and sliding into position. Miesha fought with everything she had, trying to defend, trying to roll, but Ronda's grip was absolute. With a smooth, deliberate pull, she extended the arm, the pressure locked in, and Miesha had no choice but to tap at 58 seconds of the third round. The referee stepped in and waved off the fight as the arena exploded with cheers. Ronda Rousey stood up, her expression calm but fierce. Another victory sealed, another submission added to her record. Miesha Tate had given her everything, heart, grit, and resistance like no opponent before her, but Ronda Rousey remained the undisputed queen. It was the 8th consecutive win of her professional career, each by armbar,